country people, lend me your head holes, and welcome to another episode of UST, Unexpectedly Serious Turn, our D&D 5e Twitch stream. Yay! So, we do not really have any announcements this week. Oh, except we have something very exciting planned. So we are actually going to be doing a season finale. So, we've got this episode, next episode, and then we're going to have, 2 more after that, and that will be our 2-part season finale. It'll have a big finish, and then we're going to take a little bit of time off, so keep an eye out for any updates or anything like that. And other than that, let's get right into it. So last time we saw our intrepid adventurers, they were in a boat. They were still sailing on the ocean blue with the crew of the Boulder. Glib had a nice long talk with Greg, and Edwin was having a couple of pretty sad and dour issues. You had just settled down for your long rest, and other than that, what would you like to do?
Ooh.
So, y'all, you're on a boat.
We are.
You are waking up in the morning after a long rest. 2 of you taking points of exhaustion. Actinia because of studying. Edwin because of reasons.
Patron shenanigans.
Patron shenanigans, reasons. Glib clearly being the only good boy of all of the people who follow other individuals. Why can't you all just be like your other adventurer friend?
I follow Mother Nature.
That's
Edwin's
true.
got the drip.
Literally.
Check his drip, he ain't dry.
Right?
But you wake up in the morning, what would you like to do?
Can Actinia jump in first?
Yeah.
She was granted a role last time for studying.
That is true. Make me intelligence and insight. Or, not intelligence, investigation and insight, my bad.
Investigation and insight. Investigation. Insight.
Oh, that insight though.
Well.
So on the plus side, you feel like you're starting to really puzzle together how this book works. You feel like there's a lot of pieces that you're understanding the meaning of now, but it's like you made yourself an answer key, but forgot to write down what the questions were. So you've got an answer key.
You got the 42, now you gotta figure out what it means.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What plus what is 42?
Exactly. Well, the answer to life, the universe, and everything. The answer to the question of life, the universe, and everything.
I have nothing with that. I feel like I've gotten nowhere, so never mind.
And you're maybe a little tired, which probably
A
isn't
little bit.
helping.
Just walk by Actinia muttering about a book.
42.
No, it's you can't figure out mysteries on an empty stomach. I think it's time for breakfast. Oh, it's gonna be a good breakfast.
Fine.
I'll wake up a little bit early to do my prayers and meditation and everything for being a paladin and a rune knight, since those are 2 very separate processes.
Mhm.
And then I'm going to look through that wizard's journal that we haven't looked at since we got to Pirate Island. The wizard I threw the axe at, whose name I can't remember.
Oh, yeah!
We have 2 of his journals.
Go ahead and roll me investigation.
If I may go after him next, DM.
Yeah, of course.
16.
Also, what in particular are you looking for?
Looking for any mentions of the collectorate, dealings that they had, dealing with Nara or even Silas. See if their names come up anywhere, things like that. Or any mention that might be them.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've gotten the impression that this guy likes to kind of talk around shit and
Oh, for sure. And you're starting to understand that, yes, this man talks around pretty much everything, ever, of all time, constantly. You do find mentions of his protege, his associates' proteges, the children who are learning very well. You find a list, a very interesting list. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. You find a list that has 3 columns on it.
right.
But you haven't quite, with the 16, you find the list, but you don't know what the list means, and you can't
Okay.
really figure out what the table is for.
Is it like letters or like jumbled up stuff, like
Yes,
random scribbles?
yes.
Okay.
Answer D, all of the above.
Okay.
So, that's kind of where you're at with that. So you spend a good amount of time kind of like scouring through that and find something that looks like it could be something and doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Okay.
Beag,
Yes.
you wake up with your lovelies. You have a small dwarf girl with a large collection of delicious things to feed your lovelies.
Nice.
Ready to help you out at a moment's notice.
Sweet. But I actually have a question before I continue with their feeding. I
Indeed.
never asked exactly how many lovelies I have here, and also because I'd like to name them at this point.
Fantastic. You have 10.
Oh goodness. Okay.
10 lovelies.
So
There can't be more than 10 names. That's
One of them is like, there are 2 of them that are strange birds.
Okay.
One of them is, I know for a fact you have a Displacer Beast cub. Mind you, all of them are babies. You have a Displacer Beast cub. You have a Owlbear cub. I
Okay.
know those off of the top of my head.
Okay. We can get the specifics of them later, but
Yeah.
just to save face.
But yeah, there are 10 of them, and I know one of them is also an axe beak. But as for the rest of them, like, I know
Okay.
there is a like mimic bird in there somewhere. There's a couple of them.
Did you say a mimic bird?
Yeah, it's not like a mimic like you're thinking. It's a bird that is able to mimic sounds.
Like a parrot.
Yeah,
Okay.
more accurate than parrot.
I have a sneaking suspicion that if you put your hand in their mouth, they'd bite you too.
yeah. But there would be no surprise to this, as it is in fact a bird. Bird go.
It's just like a random, just human baby in there too that just got mixed in. Like,
Up, for sure.
Okay. Well then, Beag will sit there, and as he's getting the food, he's like, "Here you go, Julia. Here, Michelle, Michael. Thing 1, thing 2. Wait for thing 1 to get their food. That's not good. That's not a gentleman. Wait till she gets her food. Joseph, Edwin, Lilith, Pookie, and Moki. There you go. You all have your nice dinner. Mommy's gonna go find her some food now too. Okay?
I'm sorry. Which one's Edwin?
Edwin is gonna be the Displacer Beast Cub,
That's fair.
and the owl bear is Moki.
Oh.
And I'll figure out the specifics later. But those are all their canon names.
We will never deviate from this canon.
Ever, never, ever of all time.
Until we knock it off a ledge into a moat.
I will kill myself.
Yeah, you get whipped eggs with an avocado puree and yogurt with a raspberry compote for breakfast.
Jeez, this is really good.
Oh, thank you! I do my best to make sure that everything is made with love and precision.
Have you ever had a good berry?
I have. Yes.
You have?
They are very tasty.
Right?
I've always
Yeah.
kind of wondered if there was something I could do with them, but because of the specifics of the fact that they're magic and also with the issue of like, you know, you don't want to eat more than one or things get a little rumbly in the tumbly. I've always been curious as to if I could do something with them, but I'm not brave enough to figure it out quite yet. I'll get
Well,
there.
Tell you what, and Beag's gonna cast Goodberry and give him 3 of the 10 that spawn in his hand. Do with what you will.
Make him a sauce. Sauce.
I was thinking about it. Maybe like blending them with a little bit of lemon juice. I think that might bring out the sweetness quite a bit, especially if you add in just a dash of salt to make sure that it doesn't get too sour and you break up some of those sweet particles. Add in maybe some mint. I can do something with this. Thank you for
We
your
gave-
assistance.
We gave 2 to that dwarf on the other boat. He insisted he was a stout fellow. He could handle it. He couldn't
it
handle
didn't.
it.
It didn't turn out too well for his back end.
Yeah, I think I'd like to not be on that ship. This will be more than enough for cruise. Thank you very much. Lunch may be a little light, but I think it'll be very filling.
Whoa.
More than likely, yeah.
And he just gets to work. He's like chopping, he's mashing, he's like tasting, and kind of like he's like a beautiful mind mixed with Gordon Ramsay.
Well, since we're on the water, do you think he's gonna make it a sorbet?
The right sword bag. Sorry. It was a joke that was only funny to me.
It's okay.
Yeah, after breakfast, I guess I'll go talk to the captain.
Fantastic. Anything specific you want to talk to Captain Dewane about?
Just check in on remaining ETA, stuff like that. See if we owe him anything for taking us to Shandwen, stuff like that.
He assures that you have technically already paid for this, although he wouldn't be opposed with 50 extra gold just for the extra length from Zades to Shandwen.
I'll put 60 gold on that.
He thanks you and blesses you. He also tells you that you are well on your way, making good time. You should get there in another day and a half, give or take, as long as the weather holds and everything goes well. Fen, remind me, did I have you make... Actually, you don't have to remind me. I can remind myself.
The ultimate power.
You had me roll a
Recollection.
wisdom save the night before, and you said I passed.
Okay. Yeah, so this most recent night you had a wisdom save and you passed. Lovely.
Mhm.
Okay, good.
I was wondering if that was what you were talking about. I was like, yes, you did, and you said I passed.
Yes. That's what I was double checking. Just wanted to make sure. It's always good to
Oh yeah,
Keep it in
always
the old
verify.
noggin.
Verify.
Oh yeah. But yeah. If there's nothing else y'all would like to do so, actually, Edwin, you get spat out onto the floor in the morning.
Sounds about
Still
right.
very tired. Not really getting any sleep whatsoever.
All right. So yep, that's how today's going. I'm gonna go look for food.
You get given the whipped eggs with the avocado puree and the yogurt with a raspberry compote.
Do like me some kinky eggs.
Kazin responds very favorably to that. And Sierra just is dying of laughter. You get the feeling that Tull would be if he were there, and Greg is kind of like chuckling in the corner. Ayat is very focused on some strange berries in front of him that look very familiar.
Done. And I'll just go sit in a corner somewhere and eat.
Fair enough, yeah. So I assume, are any of you planning on being up on the deck, helping out with navigation and stuff like that, or?
Nope.
I mean, I'll go up there and after breakfast and see how I can lend a hand.
Fantastic. Then
I would actually go and find what was the lovely young lass who was helping me tend to my my kids.
that was Zareth.
Zareth.
One is adopted daughter.
I would go and see if she has any help that she needs, and she helped me find or help me take care of my kids.
Yeah, I'd love some help, actually. That'd be great. Basically, a lot of what I do is, well, I help around the deck with whatever's needed. I make sure Greg isn't being too annoying. I mop and clean, make sure that things are tied correctly. That general sort of stuff. Most of what I do. I also have to do homework at some point.
Oh, I can't help you with that. I'm so sorry.
No, that's fair. I wish I could help me with that too.
Well, I point me where to start. I guess cleaning. And I'll go ahead and get that done.
Yeah, and she works with you and kind of chats, enjoys, learns a little, asks you questions about how you got so good with aminals and all that sort of stuff. And she starts teaching you about the different like birds that you see around.
Oh.
As well as the different fish that she can discern from the shapes in the water.
Okay.
Teaching you about the animals that she knows really well.
Neat. And I'm so sorry. I also I think I cut off Josh as he was getting ready to do something.
No,
Hey,
no.
If one of you wants to make me a survival check, and then I need someone to roll me a d10.
I'll take survival because the D10 is too much pressure.
Actinia will take the D10.
20! Dirty 20.
Very nice.
Enter
Five.
the second Morikawa.
Oh, those things, easy peasy.
Fantastic. Okay.
We need at least 2 or 3 to really pose a challenge.
All right.
I have
So
a feeling I failed.
you did perfect. There is no failing. Is that not what you're talking about?
I'm pretty sure there is.
There is no failing. Glib, you work together with Tezin to chart a fantastic course that makes perfect sense. You're able to figure out a solid path forward, and you two working together really get things going. You're pretty confident in your direction and way that you're going to head as you sail the seas. As the day goes, the weather that started out moderately, still kind of like cloudy from yesterday, gets darker and darker and darker. The storm grows and builds. It doesn't look like it's going to rain necessarily, but the sky is just dark and roiling, and it's almost discomforting in a way because it's so calm underneath the clouds, but the clouds are just aboil with activity. I need everyone to make me a wisdom save.
You got it.
Everyone?
Everyone. Those of you who have your points of exhaustion, Do not forget to make those with the appropriate disadvantage.
Luckily I'm good.
That's a natural 20 from me
That is natural.
That is awesome.
Hey.
for a total of 20.
With disadvantage, I rolled a 20 and a 19 for 22 and 21.
Jeez.
Hey,
Let's go. Can't be stopped.
that's disadvantage. Whoa.
I say before I get thrown into the ocean again.
24 and a 26 from
At
Actinia.
disadvantage.
Holy shit.
Yeah. See, we know what's up.
And what are you doing for most of this day?
I'm in my bunk. I assume there's like a hammock or some, where I would normally sleep, and I'm just trying to work my way through those 3 columns. Really pissed that Silas isn't here to help me figure this out.
Okay. And Glib, what do you do after you work with Cousin?
I like visiting the crow's nest, getting a high up look at things. So I'll probably be up there for a little bit, and then after that, maybe head on back down to the kitchen area and see if they need any more sampling.
Ayad is more than happy to help you sample to your heart's content, and he has like 5 or 6 dishes that he's made with tiny drips of goodberry just for like added flavor and nutrients. It's not enough goodberry to like really fully fill you up, but he's giving you like tastes, asking how they taste and things like that. As the day goes on, Glib, you start to feel a little... It almost feels paranoid. You start to feel like something isn't quite right. Like something is watching you. But you can't put your finger on it. It just doesn't feel quite right.
Quiet eyes, they're watching you.
But, as you all rolled extremely well on your wisdom saves, most of your day goes by without real interest or anything like that. It's pretty simple. The sky just keeps getting darker and darker and darker. The ocean is gray and gentle, but it's like the depths just get a little deeper as the fish swim by. You notice that there aren't a whole lot of fish near your boat today, which is weird. But all in all, there's nothing specific.
There's just something off.
What,
Oh,
doesn't taste right? That cheese didn't go off, did it? Because I've been having problems with keeping that at the right temperature here on the ocean.
No, everything tastes so good. It's just like, just something like, you ever, well, I guess it's kind of hard to explain. You ever like, things just don't feel the way that they should, but you can't really place it, and like the hair on the back of your ears kind of stands up.
Oh yeah, yeah, like you got those goose pimples.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of getting a little bit of that, and I can't quite place it.
Huh. That's weird.
Yeah.
Well,
Are you-
maybe
are
keep
you-
on your toes.
Are you feeling that way too, or no?
There's a part of me that always feels that way. There's a whole lot of mischief on this boat that I'd just rather keep my pretty butt away from.
Well, that's probably a smart move. So you're just used to it. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Well-
I get that feeling quite a bit. Like the whole.
Maybe it's some sort of adventuring sixth sense, eh?
It could be, especially out here. I mean, goodness knows, there's out here so far from the lantern light. There's just about nothing that could not kill you. So
Yeah, there is that. Well,
Yeah.
nothing a little R&R can't fix.
Exactly. Is there anything anyone else would like to do for the day?
I'll take that journal over to Actinia and show her the columns. See if she can't make heads or tails of it.
Great.
Here's
Where
more homework.
Right.
do you have your items on you?
Do I have mine on me?
Yeah, are you keeping your items on you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Good. Yeah, Actinia, go ahead and Actinia, you get a strange wizard's journal to place with your strange book of riddles.
This is from that guy you tried to kill.
Yes.
Okay,
You're building
let's
quite the
see.
library.
I know. Everyone, bring your books to me. Apparently.
Now I'll go through this one. But I just want to know, and I'm gonna point at the columns and show kind of go over what I've been able to find, kind of, and with the references to the proteges in general and that stuff. But then I get to the columns, I'm more stuck here because this looks like, honestly, it looks like he took a quill and just kind of scribbled in 3 different places, and I'm not sure if that's what it is or if this guy's got a code or something.
Alright, let me see. And the city's gonna take the book and try to read it.
Investigation check, please.
Oh wait, is that advantage or normal?
That is going to be normal.
Because I'm cheeky.
Yeah.
Investigation.
Actually, that would be disadvantage. So just roll one more time for me.
Sorry.
No, you're good. I forgot about that. That was my issue.
Investigation.
Ooh.
Ah.
You start to see a pattern. And then your eyes feel really dry, and then you blink a couple times, and you realize that pattern was a hallucination, and the words and numbers and letters and swirls were just swirling. And it
Christine is
actually
just sitting
made
there
sense.
reading her book yeah,
You all right there?
Yeah, it's important. I don't know what it is.
All right. Well, we'll take a look at it later. You get some rest. I'm gonna take the journal back and put it back in the bag of holding. So it's
She's
hidden.
gonna bring back out her book.
That's it for me.
So is it nearing the end of the day, or
Yeah.
what
Yeah, I
time is
would
it?
say.
Is it like
It would probably be late afternoon, starting to get to early evening at this point.
Edwin's gonna just go up on deck and just kind of stare out over the ocean?
Are you looking for anything in particular?
Fighting the urge to say rum. Gonna wait for it to get a little darker before I start scrounging around. No, just being tired, just staring out, hoping that just watching the water and stuff will help him mellow out a bit. He's clever, so he's just chilling.
A Constitution save.
Oh golly, that's my dump.
When falls over the boat.
That's a 6.
The boat is on seas that are surprisingly calm. Everything is less violent or dangerous than you expect, and the rocking is gentle. The sea breeze is calm and smooth as it brushes past your face, bringing with it warm and soothing scents and smells. Everything is just relaxing. It's a little odd, the lack of fish silhouettes that you've gotten so used to seeing. But other than that, it's a beautiful, endless blue meets blue-gray sort of thing. And the rocking of the ship starts to become hypnotic in a way. And you just keep rocking and rocking and rocking. And it takes you about 3 minutes before you find yourself falling asleep. Make me a dex check at disadvantage. Dex save.
Saw that coming.
Uh-oh.
15.
Dang.
You start to drift off to sleep. And you start kind of swaying with the boat sitting on the edge. And then you gently fall to the ground on the deck. And they just kind of leave you.
That tracks.
I'm gonna need you to make me one more wisdom save at disadvantage.
Yes, ma'am. That's a 10.
Very nice. You are sleeping on the deck of the boat as it sails, people walking past you. You were very comfortable. Everything was kind of calm. And then you start to feel a little uneasy. But you're still asleep, so it's probably just a weird dream or something, right?
Right.
Uh-huh. Is there anything else anyone would like to do?
Reach shore. That's what I would like to do.
Well, you got another day, so... That's not true. You've got like a...
It depends on how long this takes.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I'd say for the rest of the day, Sina's just below deck reading. Sorry, Edwin.
Yeah, after Beag cleans, he'll just go tend to his kids.
Very nice. So you guys have a pretty relaxing day, all things considered. Two of you feel a little weird. Edwin, you wake up a couple hours later, completely covered in sea breeze on the floor of the deck.
Oh, thank God.
With people just kind of like walking around you, just like, I'm a weird place to nap, but like, each their own, bro.
It could have been way worse.
Could have been so much worse.
Could have covered something else.
Yeah, everything is, you know, calm. As far as you can tell, everything seems fine.
So it's dark now? Or did I just take like
yeah.
a cat nap? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
no, it's pretty solidly dark at this point.
Cool.
Sounds like it's dinner time.
It is dinner time.
What's on the menu?
What's for eat?
You get a seared white fish, with a goodberry encrusted, like breading essentially. So it's got a light goodberry juice kind of mixed in with the breading of the fish, giving it a nice light, juicy, sweet flavor to it. A side of pureed asparagus drizzled over a tuber root of some kind that has been whipped. With lots of, like, creamy butter type thing.
It's good,
Sounds
Barry.
tasty,
Made it
yeah.
a good fish.
It made a great fish, actually. I appreciate so much for the opportunity to use a new and exciting ingredient in my recipes. Certainly brought it to that extra next level, you know. I think that stuff would pair well with a malt ale that I have back at port.
Oh, well, as soon as we get there, I'll give you some more, and then I'd love to taste test with you.
Are
Me
you
and my buddy Glib,
proposing-
of course.
Are you proposing a Shandwen Shandy?
I think that sounds like a great plan. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm proposing. 100%.
Ooh, that sounds pretty good.
I think.
I'm just gonna start eating while y'all are talking about it.
Yeah.
And Fen will also just eat the meal and
Kind of like eyeing back and forth. Just he's eating away. Just like, all right.
You all right there, Edwin?
Oh yeah, just they're real enthusiastic. It's cool.
You know how Glib likes his food.
Yeah.
Just.
We can't take him to any all-you-can-eat buffets anymore.
I like that, having a nice chat above like ingredients and things like that, and then just like. Like
Pretty
a
much,
muppet,
yeah.
just.
Yes. Oh God.
At the cookie, I am just a monster. Anybody else feel kind of weird today?
DM, did I feel weird today?
If not,
Nope. What are you talking about? Is it, your belly hurting from eating so much food?
That might be
What?
it.
No, that never happens.
Yeah, I'm
It
not
seems
feeling
like you
great.
ate like 3 good berries today.
Yeah, you eat more good berries than I've ever seen any person eat in my entire life. In
Well,
one
I
sitting.
only had pieces of good berry extract, and in small portions, so I don't think I've hit the one yet.
Ah,
yeah, I was pretty careful to make sure that he didn't get himself too sick. Besides, I can't let my taste tester feel unwell.
that's true. Well then, what
I'm
do
like,
you mean not
bad.
feel good
It is-
or?
It kind of feels like something's about to happen, like the calm before the storm.
Yeah,
Have
Not
I
like a
noticed
literal
anything
storm?
like that? Other than like the weird foreboding when I sleep.
No, you can. I mean, everything's fine to you.
I mean, I couldn't really tell you anything. I just cleaned today and then took care of my kids, and then now here I am. So, I'm sorry, Glib. I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe you're just paranoid for some reason.
It
Or-
could be.
I mean, I get what
Do
you
you
mean. I'm
think-
not feeling great.
Or
Nah.
do you
Feeling
think
a little
it's,
off. Sure.
or do you think it's the keen adventure sixth sense? I've heard about that in a book or something.
Well, I was thinking it might be that earlier, and I'm finally waiting for my adventurous sixth sense to kick in. So maybe today's the day.
This might be you're becoming a man. I'm so proud of you.
Big. I didn't know you could read.
I heard it in a book.
Oh, one of those
Wait,
audio
you heard
books.
it in a book.
Yes.
Were you Were you just sitting in an open book and overheard people talking?
No, the book spoke.
I think I've heard of that actually.
And on the book it said audible or something like that. So
Them wizards, they can do lots of weird, impressive things.
I hear some people just hire bards and have them read them to them.
oh my goodness, Edwin.
Nope, couldn't pay me to read.
Oh. He's just gonna sadly finish his meal now. He's just disheartened.
Well, Glib, what does your keen adventurer sense say we should do?
I don't know if there's anything we should do differently. It's just like, something feels a little bit weird. But it could just be me. I'm not used to being on the ocean so much. We've been on the ocean for a bit, and I grew up in a cave, so who knows?
I'm just gonna kind of like scratch at my holy symbol, and I'm gonna use my divine sense.
Okay. Let me look at Divine Sense real quick. That's not the tab.
It says, as an action, I can detect good and evil until the end of my next turn. I can sense anything affected by the Hallow spell or know the location of any celestial, fiend, undead within 60 feet.
It's a good spell.
This is a good spell. You don't feel anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
I won't even mention that I did it then to anybody. Just
Nothing a good night's sleep can't fix.
one can hope, I suppose.
Speaking of a good night of sleep, I need a bottle of rum.
Don't you think you had enough yesterday, buddy?
I did have enough yesterday, but today's today, so I need today.
To be fair, it is the end of the night.
I mean, yeah, that when we even tried to talk to you, you just left us, and that's not the behavior of the Edwin that I've come to know in this short time. Is that normal for you, Fen?
Are you sure you named a cat after me?
It used to be normal for me, until I was forcibly sworn off the stuff.
Wow.
See, I'm drinking
Then
for
you
two
have
now.
a new magical lamp that you can disappear into. That seems kind of weird.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's neat. That
is
the
neat.
thing, though.
Nifty. I want to get that out there. It's nifty.
Yeah, that's definitely nifty. Absolutely. Certainly probably
well,
better
then,
than the hammock
Edwin.
that I have.
Then, Edwin, as my friend, after I tend to the little ones and make sure they're put to bed, I will join you for that drink. If you'd have me.
Yeah.
Goes into his thing again.
Little party revelry. I guess we can celebrate not having to go back to Zadies and getting arrested.
Not yet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for the time being.
Yeah, for now.
Gotta make sure we keep track of that.
Yeah.
Edwin, if you sleep inside a lantern, does that make you a light sleeper?
Yes. Yes,
Yeah,
it does.
You know, it's it gives a new meaning to nightlight. I'll tell you that.
Oh man, I can't wait to get back to the nightlight.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure Pep and Barry are going to want to hear all about our misadventures.
Well, I hope that my parents didn't find me.
Yeah.
Oh no! Oh yeah, we gotta take care of that.
Poor Sprout.
Yeah, what is the life expectancy of a myconid? Like,
With us, significantly lower.
because that'd be like really sad if by the time we got back he was like older, and then we go to take them home and like the parents had already died or something like that. Like,
Well, his dad already died.
oh,
Yeah.
I wasn't there for that, so like
His dad
Edwin
was
wouldn't-
squished in front of him.
Edwin doesn't know nothing about that.
It's true. We're gonna get back, and he's gonna be 3 feet tall, full of carrots.
He's gonna be a accomplished businessman in his late 40s.
Be orange.
Gosh. But yeah, you are given a half full bottle of rum.
I prefer to look at it as half empty, but you know.
Okay.
Alright, cool. Have fun with your babbies. And then I'm gonna just walk away with the bottle.
Yeah.
That was to Beag, because he said he was gonna take care of
Baby.
The babbies.
the wee babbies.
They seem off to anyone else. Was it just me?
Seems like
Yes.
he's drinking a lot.
You seemed out for a while.
At least the last 2 days.
In my understanding, Beag just left and Edwin's still here.
Oh yeah,
So-
you're right. I'm sorry.
No, Edwin left with his bottle.
Oh, okay. It's just like,
Oh, I thought I went to go take care of the babies.
You did, but Edwin also walked off.
just like Edwin seems a bit off these days, and he just turned right and he's just there.
Like,
Yep. You're like, jeez, I thought you went to go take care of them. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, Big's gone, sir.
Yeah, I don't. I am a little concerned about this magical lamp, but or lantern, but I mean, everybody's got their own business.
that's true.
Did he say
Maybe
where he
he's-
got that from?
He did not. In fact, when I tried to talk to him yesterday, he just kind of disappeared into it and didn't see him again until earlier today.
Maybe he doesn't like boats
Or Shandwen.
or Shandwen. It could be
Should we
that.
concerned?
I don't know. Were people concerned about me when I was drinking, Glib?
Yeah, it was a lot.
That sentence started off as like I thought you were being super passive aggressive, and then it sounded like a genuine question at the end.
It was a genuine question.
Yeah, because it started off just like, I don't know, was anyone worried about me? Like when I was drinking Glib? Like it just
Yeah.
Very large number of people.
Did I really drink that much?
Yeah, you did a lot of drinking.
Well, I mean, I know
Somewhere
I
in the
didn't.
back of your mind, you hear two very British halflings just go, "Yes, you idiot!"
Okay, well then I think we should probably be concerned then, because I think this is about how much I used to drink. I don't have
Yeah,
much
kind of-
experience in this field.
I kind of figured this would be a temporary thing.
I mean, it's only been today's like what, day 2? Give it a couple more, maybe.
Tomorrow, because tomorrow we're landing. If it continues tomorrow, we will be concerned.
Technically, it's stay for the entire trip.
Yeah, I don't think we're getting there tomorrow.
Also, you do remember him drinking pretty excessively on the first boat as well.
Yeah, I'm concerned.
Okay. Right. We want to try and have a conversation before he disappears into the lantern.
If we don't talk to him, he's going to disappear into it.
I mean, he's already got the rum. I think the damage is probably done at this point.
That's fair.
We should
I'm
figure out
not
what's
giving
wrong.
that to him.
No, it's fine. It's... Maybe we're out though.
Yep, Sarah done did stole the last 5 bottles.
What?
What?
Sarah done did stole the last 5 bottles.
Now, how's
Oh.
that Fey liquor that we left you?
Oh, that was good. Cousin got rid of that real quick.
I had a feeling you would.
Yeah, she went right down to town to that. It was a little scary, honestly. She had a lot of fun.
Fair enough. Oh, all
Where
right
do
then.
we get more?
It's
Well-
a little place in Zadie's called Portal Works. If you can find it, I'm sure you'll be able to get more.
I just don't sound real.
Yeah, places between the planes tend to be like that, in my experience.
Yeah. I'm sure it's where you need it to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
Back to Edwin. You guys.
Well, I thought we were going to talk to him in the morning.
I think somebody should go talk to him right now.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
Yeah, Beag's gonna go drink with him.
I'm not great at it. Big's going to talk to him too.
Beag's not going to talk to him. Beag's going to
Beag.
drink.
You are that. Yeah, all right.
Well, that's kind of approaching him on his
Turf.
turf, yeah.
Used to
Okay.
be my turf. What?
We should go ask Beag to ask him if something is wrong.
All right. Well, let's do it that way, and then we'll,
Okay.
depending on how it goes, we'll talk to him in the morning. So I'll go talk to Beag real quick before he goes drinking with Edwin.
You go down to the depths of the ship and find Beag with his lovelies.
As you walk up, he's like, "Okay, kitties, mommy's gonna go get hammered. I haven't had a night off since I found you, and you're in good hands. And don't even worry, I'll be back before you can say." "Rah!" And then he'll like turn around and then see, like
Fenn's just like
Oh, hey,
leaning in
Fen.
the door. Just,
"Hey, Fen, what's up?"
hey, Beag.
Hey, Fen, real quick, can you roll me a d10?
A D10.
Uh-huh.
You got it.
It's really quick.
1.
1?
That's a 1.
Okay.
That's probably
Continue.
fine.
Okay. Yeah, Beag. You mind doing me a favor?
Of course.
Can you see if anything's bothering our old pal Edwin?
I mean, clearly something's bothering him. He's drinking like that's
Like I used to. Yes.
Well, I didn't know you then, but from what you tell me and what other people have said,
Like a
it sounds-
fish.
Yes.
Yeah, like a fish.
Precisely.
That was a weird way to overshare, but like moving on.
But yeah, if you wouldn't mind, we're a little concerned, as I'm sure you are too.
Yeah, of
So-
course.
Hopefully he doesn't disappear into the lantern again.
Well, I kind of did force him there. I was gonna cast a spell on him to make him not drunk, but that kind of obviously didn't help the situation. I'm not gonna do it again. I'm just gonna have a drink with him, and then hopefully that will allow him to know that I'm not there to judge or do anything, and just be there for him.
Are you casting friends?
No,
Okay.
I'm casting drink with friend
Alright.
with my mouth.
Okay. Alright, well, I'll circle back around later, mate.
Okay,
You guys have fun.
thank you.
You look down as you go to leave, Fen,
Mm-hmm.
and you hear
Aw.
as you feel a small winged monkey chewing on the pant leg, the leg of your pants.
What's
Um,
the wing? Is that the displacer beast?
No, it's a winged
No.
monkey. So
Oh, winged monkey. Okay.
yeah.
Like from the Wizard of Oz?
I'm. That's good.
Less cute.
Oh, that's Pookie. Pookie, don't chew on his stuff.
I mean, it's not like I don't need new pads, but I mean, come on, mate. You have
Okay,
these
come
when
on.
I
I'm
get
gonna-
a new pair.
I'm gonna pick Pookie up and go put him in his little like sleeping area with whatever cushions are there and stuff.
All right. Have a good night, mate. And then I'm just gonna like turn around immediately and leave.
Okay. No, and I will head to Ben's quarters to attempt to find him.
You mean Edwin?
Yeah, Edwin. Sorry. I'm back. You go to your room. I'm in there. Hey, Ben.
I forgot what you wanted me to do.
Yes, exactly.
Can you do that? Yes. What?
Edwin, you hear a knock on your door.
Yep.
Hey, it's Big.
Yep.
I'm just gonna open the door. Can I come in?
I'm just sitting on the ground.
Oh. Beag will kind of close the door and go up and sit right next to him. You mind handing me a little, some of that happy juice there?
I hand him the bottle.
Is the bottle empty?
No,
Oh, okay.
it's not as half empty as before. It's more
Okay.
than that. But
Beag will have a little swiggity swiggity, and it burns so good. So I'm sorry I was trying to cast a spell on you the other day. I just didn't want you to feel like crap. Whereas overstepping bounds, and I apologize.
Yeah, it's gonna take more than magic.
Oh, like stronger magic?
Yeah. And then he's just gonna.
And well, Beak still has it. He goes, and he's gonna go. Well, here's some stronger magic, and he's gonna hand it over to you. So, you want to tell your old buddy Beak what's got you down?
It's been a lot. It's been a lot these few weeks.
Yeah, I could only imagine. We murdered quite a few people, and almost died quite a few times. I figured that'd be a lot for anyone.
Yeah. It just starts to take its toll.
Yeah. I noticed you started finding some solace in that lamp there.
Yeah. It's comfy. Makes me feel safe.
Yeah. Well, not all the time, though. From the looks of it, it didn't look like you got a good night's sleep last night.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about.
Huh.
I'm just gonna take a swig and then hand the bottle back to him.
Beak's gonna kind of look at the bottle and he's like, I think I have an idea why. And then he's gonna go. Did you always used to drink this much?
Nope.
Why start now?
I don't know, I guess the ocean makes me thirsty.
Ocean makes me a little constipated.
Yeah, that's cool.
He's gonna hand the bottle back over. Well, you know, the whole crew's getting concerned for you, me included. I think we'd all like to see you not do this to yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
There any possible agreement we could meet? Somewhere in the middle? I mean, I'm all for one of having a good time, having a drink to take the load off, but when you're using it to suppress the feelings, it might be more of a detriment than a benefit.
Then, Edwin's just gonna look at the bottle and take another swig. And then he's gonna hand it to Beag and then stand up, move over and sit on like whatever. I imagine there's somewhere in there a box or something he can sit on.
That's that table.
And he's gonna pull out the book from Nara and just like flip through it.
Are you reading?
Like, no, but sure.
What's that? Beak's gonna take a swig and what is that? What's that you got there, if you don't mind me asking?
A book a friend gave me that I'm too dumb to read.
Like, you mind if I take a crack at it?
Without looking at him, Edwin's just gonna like hold the book out.
I'll grab it and attempt to read the book.
Hey, make me an Arcana check.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's really good for me. Sarcasm. 17, actually.
It's not the easiest thing in the world to follow. This is very advanced magical theory.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, you read it and you think it's magic.
Yes.
You enjoy it. It's interesting.
These are definitely words, and it's definitely about magic. I can tell you that. But Beag's gonna hand the book over, and he's like, "Here, buddy, but I believe in you." And as I touch Edwin, I'm gonna cast Enhance ability, and give him Fox's Cunning, so he has advantage on his intelligence rolls for an hour.
But do I still have my disadvantage from exhaustion?
So now you roll normal. Dang it.
Technically, but here's the thing. It would be a normal roll, except Nara walked you through this book, so you already have advantage on these rolls. So it's kind of double advantage, which means that balancing out, you would actually be rolling with advantage, because two advantages and a disadvantage makes an advantage.
I mean, I'm not going to argue with the DM. So.
So yeah.
Arcana check.
Yeah.
I'll look at it again.
Okay.
Words and magic, you say?
Yes. Go along those guidelines. I believe in you.
23. Nice.
The with everything that Beag has done and just everything going on, and this is like your third time reading through this book, it starts to make more sense, and slowly you start to understand some of the spells in it and things like that. It starts to connect a little bit more, especially being a bard and considering that you do understand certain other eras of magic that can kind of be usurped here and there. You start to slowly understand some of the things in this book. Starts to make more sense.
Oh my god. It's all starting to make sense.
I told you, words and magic.
See what this means, Beag?
What?
Booze was the answer all along.
Oh my god. You're right.
I needed to be in the right wobbly mindset for this wobble to make sense.
Of course, and me too.
That's my takeaway.
Tell you what, how about we do this? You no longer drink alone, at least with a friend, preferably your friend Beag, and I'll help you take a crack at this book, at least once a day.
Yes, social drinking and book clubs is the key.
Exactly. I can't wait to see what we're going to read next.
Oprah's greatest hits.
I think it's gotta be The Secret, right?
What do you think Ogra would recommend for her next book of the week? No one? Okay. All right.
Everybody gets a galleon.
All right.
It's a
Well,
thrilling adventure tale.
Is there anything else you wanted to get off your chest, Edwin? Your buddy Beag is here to listen. I'll have normal ears or bear ears or wolf ears or whatever kind of ears you want to listen.
No, I think I'm good.
Okay, well,
I think I'm good. You enjoy the rest of that. I'm gonna sit here with this.
okay. And remember our deal. No more drinking all by yourself, at least with a friend. And I will always help you with this book. I promise you that. You have my word. And Beak's gonna stick out his little halfling hand up towards Edwin's waist.
I high five him.
Just
Also, so we can sufficiently say that me meeting with Beag to drink and be able to read for an hour as happy hour, yes?
Yep.
we did it.
I would say that would be a pretty happy hour.
Beag's
Yep.
gonna good night, Edwin. I'll close your door for you, and then as he's doing that, he's actually gonna make his way to Fenn's room before he heads to his kids to go to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, come in.
Yeah, doors open.
Okay. He's gonna pop his head in. Be like, yeah, I talked with Edwin. Still not 100% sure why he's so sad, but I got this from him, and he's gonna hold up the bottle, and not by force, he gave it to me.
Oh, nice.
And we have a deal that he won't drink on his own anymore, and I think we have a step in the right direction. So sleep well, and then he's gonna just leave, and we'll also pass the same news on to. Oh wait, no, Actinia didn't come talk. That's all he would tell, and I'll head back to my kids to go to bed.
Fantastic. As you settle in for your long rest, I think that's a wonderful praise for us. Oh, real quick, Fen, roll me a wisdom save.
Who did I piss off?
I don't know. Who did you piss off?
Don't know.
She's like, you know.
Is it rolling?
It
Yeah.
rolled twice, but I'm taking the first one.
Okay, because it didn't even show me a roll. Yeah, that's fine.
So we will take the 11. Fantastic. Go ahead. I think
Is
this
this
is
one
a
of those
wonderful-
situations where our moms are like talking to each other and like we're just gonna get in trouble now? It's like,
I don't know what you're talking about. Fantastic. I think this is a wonderful place for us to take a nice little break. So, we will see all of you very soon. Go take care of yourselves, get snacks, get water. And
Back
we will
from
see you
break?
soon. Bye.
Bye.
Friends, neighbors, country people, and me, your head holes, and welcome to another episode of UST Unexpectedly Serious. Why am I doing
Nope.
this at the
Why-
beginning?
yeah,
Back
no.
to the
I was
break.
like,
Never mind,
another
this is wrong.
Hooligan.
This is that's not what I'm supposed to do right here. Welcome back, everybody. We hope you had a wonderful break. That's what I'm supposed to say. We had a great one. So we were just settling down for a long rest. Was there anything else anyone wanted to do before y'all settled into your sleeps?
No,
No?
I don't
Alright.
think so.
Everyone
Fantastic.
is good.
Oh,
Good as I
God.
can be.
Okay.
Why was it so maniacal?
I don't know what you're talking about. Glib, Edwin, and Fen. You settle down for your long rest. And actually, Edwin, how are you resting?
I'd probably just fall asleep reading the book, so I'd not be in the lantern.
Glib, Edwin, and Fen, you settle down for your long rest. Actinia and Beag, everything is fine.
Shit. That's what I get for reading.
The three of you, your minds are uneasy.
Wait, mine or?
No,
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, what?
the other three, your minds are uneasy. You feel off kilter, strange. Your dreams are haunted by something just out of reach, just out of the corner of your eye. You hear breathing and see flashes of something you can't quite pin down, something that
just is a little bit out of reach. You feel a presence. Something that doesn't feel benign. You almost feel hunted as you rest, but you get a full night's sleep. Fen, you wake up clutching the flaming sword that you took from Bloodmane. Edwin, you're holding tight to your book with stress, and Glib, you are fighting with your bed.
That
Sad.
never happens. Oh no!
There's feathers everywhere.
I'm surprised this one time Glib doesn't wake up screaming. I mean Glib, my bad.
But you do finish your long rest well and truly rested. Edwin and Actinia, both of you lose your points of exhaustion. You wake up in the morning.
Okay, Julia, Michelle, Michael, thing 1, thing 2, Joseph, Edwin, Lilith, Pookie, Mookie, yes, here you go, here you go. Just daily routine.
Yep. And yeah, Zareth comes down with the plates of food.
Any morning chores I can help with, Zara?
Oh, I don't actually have anything to do until a little later today because we're supposed to be hopefully getting to port pretty soon.
Oh, okay. Well, if I'm still around, please let me know, and I'd love to help. And Beag will head up and look for the breakfast.
Yeah, and you find a beautiful spread. It is the day that y'all are assuming you'll get to port, so all the stops have been pulled out. You have fruit in thick syrup, you have rich waffles and toast, you have freshly whipped cream and fresh whipped butter, you have meat that has been sizzled in the form of steak and sausage and bacon, you have just anything and everything you can imagine, as well as copious amounts of eggs and omelets and just pretty much anything you can picture wanting, you dare.
Beag's gonna start chowing down on a little of everything. Obviously, he's not gonna eat much because he's a little guy, but he's I have a little bit of a glibby appetite this morning, so I think I'll dabble in everything.
And for the first time, Duane actually walks into the room and just says, I completely understand. This is my favorite morning. Well, everybody, hope you're ready for port.
I am.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And the two little guys are just no manners at all, just stuff in their faces.
Duane's plate is bigger than both of yours combined. And he does the exact same thing.
Did he have a giant stack of pancakes
Yes.
with a knife and a fork and raising one brow while looking into the camera for Instagram?
Yep.
Nice.
You look up, you look up
Nice.
for a second, and he says, what you looking at, cupcake?
He spoke to me, Glib. Glib, he spoke right to my eyes.
Yeah, he's the captain of a ship. He should speak to us.
Glib's like, you're really embarrassing us right now.
How's it going, Duane?
Hey, Glib. Nice plate there.
This is just firsties.
I like it.
Before Fen comes up for breakfast, he's gonna praise directly to Higrasa about what's going on with his sleeping.
Roll me a religion check.
1 religion check. 7. Whole nada.
Eh.
Mama.
You get a response. You have no idea what it means.
I don't want to die.
That's troubling.
That's just where the song ends.
Yeah.
I don't want to die. Wow. And then I'll come up for breakfast.
And you see pretty much everything that was left in the pantry has been cooked for breakfast. There is steak, there is sausage, there is eggs, there is omelet, there is fruits and fix, syrup, there is pancakes and waffles and fresh whipped cream and fresh whipped butter and chives and onions and scallions and fish and yeah, everything.
A lot of whipping and a lot of meat.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fen'll pile a couple plates with like steak and eggs and some hash browns and stuff, and then just sit down with water.
Fair enough. There is juice
Just
if you wanted juice. In fact, actually, Fen, when you sit down, Ayat walks up to you and just puts a cup in front of you and walks away.
Is it good berry juice?
I give it a sniff.
It seems to be a type of juice. It smells like it has some good berry in it, as well as several other things, and you're not really sure exactly what. Doesn't smell alcoholic or anything you should be worried about.
Yeah, but I know there's alcohols that don't smell like liquor, but that doesn't mean they're not.
It smells like chloroform. I'm gonna need you to make a con save.
It's poisoned.
I mean, this did come. Yeah.
Let's say for somebody who's sworn off liquor to drink.
Yep.
All right.
Then did be what it's made for.
All right. And I'll take a sip.
You take a sip, and as it hits your mouth, there is this it's like a sour sweet flavor that covers your mouth, and it's very good. And the way that the combination kind of hits you, and as you swallow it, you feel what feels like the familiar burn of alcohol without the alcohol. It just has a similar practical effect.
It just burns your mouth. It's acid.
It's not you can tell that as someone who has had a lot of experience with many different alcohols, you can tell this is not alcoholic. It's just got that little bit of bitter bite that comes from alcohol.
It's like you put Tabasco sauce in it and then covered it up with fruit juice, kind of a thing.
It's like he made a very effective mocktail for an alcoholic.
It's a mocktail.
For an alcoholic. Yeah.
Okay.
He made a very effective mocktail for an alcoholic who cannot have alcohol.
Fen just gets super aggressive. You mocking me?
Specially designed a good berry mocktail that would
Nice.
soothe your need for alcohol without having alcohol in it.
Fen will drink it with his breakfast.
Very nice.
Is there like a bowl of fruit in the midst of everything?
Oh yeah, yeah. There's a nice bowl of fruit. There's granola and yogurt as well.
There's
Destiny's
one
gonna-
apple.
Destiny's gonna walk in and see the two little guys just like shoving their face full of food. She's gonna like reach and grab an apple and then walk back out.
Oh, you gotta try some of this.
Where's the gourd?
No, I'm good. She's just gonna walk on back.
You disgust me.
Well, more for me.
You do see that like this is. Everyone seems very happy today, and most of them have very large plates of food with them.
Just looking
Greg
forward to
has
getting rid of us.
2.
Right.
It's port day. It's the day where they can refill. So Ayat makes all the good food.
It's like a use it or lose it kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right.
I just eat the appropriate amounts to survive and enjoy my meal. and then I'm gonna go up and I'm just gonna see what Actinia is up to.
Oh man. Dreams I had last night.
What did
Yeah,
you
me
dream about?
too.
Wait, you too?
Yeah, it's some weird ones. Like there's something that was like,
Hunting you?
yeah, I guess, yeah.
Well, that's not good.
Just
Shit,
like
I sh-
in
shouldn't
the
have walked
periphery, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
couldn't quite nail it down, right?
Yeah.
That's funny. I had a dream. I was hunting something. So that's odd.
For the man that can turn into a giant snake and a rhino, that seems pretty much like it tracks.
And a bear, and a wolf, and a
Bear,
lion,
and a wolf,
and a
yeah.
cow.
Moo?
They're not all crazy cool.
I mean, I like steak, so, you know.
Yeah.
Well,
But I don't want to be steak.
I will
I don't
never
want
turn
to
into a
base
cow
them.
around you.
Yeah, you might want to steer clear on that one.
Every time Glib makes a great joke in the background, you just hear like super verb, like.
There's like somebody below deck that's like, ah.
Hello, yes, I'm gonna
Just
need
air
this
horn.
added to every episode retroactively now.
Oh, man.
You just hear Glib's own laugh.
Like in the he's not
Like
laughing,
in the
but like in
distance,
the
yeah.
distance, you hear it, and he's stone faced looking at you.
Just an echo.
Oh, God.
Oh, that'd be great.
What is that?
Okay, well, that's weird. Talk
Is
to
it weird?
people at the temple about that.
Is it weird? You are adventurers on a world-ending mission outside of the Lantern Light on the water that's trying to kill you.
I'd say it's odd because most of the time my dreams are more weird than troublesome.
Fair
One
enough.
time, I dreamt I was eating my pillow, and I woke up. You'll never guess what happened.
You'd eaten your pillow?
No, I brought a chicken wing into bed, and I was just nomming on that.
Huh.
In my sleep.
Huh.
Is that what
That
you
makes
did?
Like, this pillow is awful savory. There's something weird going on here.
Yeah, and to be fair, I normally don't dream of nothing unless the boss has something to say.
Fair enough. I just, I figure most people on the water.
You got weird dreams like that on the water or not?
Yeah, I mean, everybody does. It sometimes just feels like. Listen, you spend enough time on the water, especially outside of the Lantern Light, especially people like us. You start to realize there's something bigger than you underneath those waves.
You mean like the shark that tried to eat us on the way out to the pirates' place?
I'd say
Exactly.
Bigger than that.
Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of things in those waters, and honestly, personally, I don't want to deal with all of them. Rather not deal with most of them. In fact, there's quite a few of them I'd like to pretend I never got to deal with ever in history of ever. So, I'm not afraid of the water.
Respect it.
Yeah.
I
And if
respect
every
the
once
bits
in
of
a while,
chickens.
yeah. I'd be
Clucking.
more worried about the infernal shrimp myself. Anyways.
That sounds delicious.
That would be a great
It is.
insult for a different kind of warlock.
Yeah, no. Honestly, I think everybody should have those. What do I know? I'm just the captain of a ship.
No, that's fair. What time do you think we'll be in today?
Depends. Depends on how the wind and the waves and everything like that go. Could be midday, could be slightly later.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right.
Ben, it is around this time that you get a paper bird that lands on your lap.
Just one?
Just one.
Is it coming in on the DMs?
Yeah.
Cool. I pop it open. Fenn's gonna look at the paper bird, and I'm gonna look at Glib, and I'm just gonna set it down, and I'm gonna slide it over to Glib, so that he can read it. And I'm gonna copy this and send it over to you, Josh, right now. On
Okay.
Discord.
And Glib will likely then just read it out loud.
This is our equivalent of the Doctor Who. They just keep whispering in each other's ears nonsense.
Right. All right. I'm gonna need a disguise, I think.
Oh, is this your buddy?
That would be Gagan, yeah.
Ooh, well, looks like they're expecting you in town.
Indeed. We
Yeah, well, you pissed off some people.
I did. Dwarny, do we have any way of making me a little less pretty?
Doesn't Edwin have a kit for that?
I don't know, does he?
Pretty sure.
I can check.
I feel like we've used it before, but I could be wrong.
I don't recall if we've used Edwin's disguise kit.
Got the hats.
We do have the hats. I know we've used the hats before.
I'm also not there, so.
That's true. Well, I gotta go talk to Edwin and Actinia in a minute about this anyway.
I gave you guys such an OP item in the form of the hats.
What's that?
I gave you guys such an OP item in the form of the hats.
Right.
Those hats are too wonderful.
What we got in there anyway? We got I could use that wizard hat.
You could be a wizard, man.
I could try anyway. I don't know that I'm as socially forward to be able to pull that off as you, my friend, but
Well, then maybe steer away from the the clown then.
definitely steering away from the clown. Yeah.
I think wizards can be brusque, and I mean nothing against them, but I feel like, you know, a socially awkward wizard is not out of the window of possibility.
Yeah, let's try that one.
At that point, they're eccentric.
Eccentric, right? All right. Well, let me grab the wizard's hat off of you, and I go talk to Edwin and Actinia real fast.
There
Beag,
you go.
you gonna finish your breakfast still?
I'm pretty full. I'll come with you.
All right. So I'll take the hat. I'll put it in the bag of holdings for when we get to port, and then I'll go check on Edwin and then Actinia.
Fantastic. Go up the stairs. Actinia, Edwin. What you doing?
I would say Actinia is eating her apple at the front of the boat, reading her book. What do you call the front of a boat? I feel like I should know the name of this.
The prow.
Wow.
Wow, she's eating her apple at the prow of the boat.
Are you wanting to make another check to see if you can understand it?
No, I wouldn't say she's reading anymore. She's looking at it, but it's just a lot of, like, the words look like pictures now.
Yeah.
So Edwin would walk up on her, you know, seeing her staring at the book and the apple, and as he's walking up, just, yeah, I get it.
You get the
I've been in this. I've been in the same boat. No pun intended. It happens. I've made a little bit of a breakthrough with mine. Maybe I could help with yours. Probably not. But
please try. Here.
So, I suppose I will try to look at it and see if any of Nara's tutelage will help me in this moment.
All right, insight check and investigation check.
Oh no. Okay. Let me turn off. Okay. Insight's a dirty 20.
Ooh.
Investigation's a 15. Not terrible.
Very nice. All right.
I had my breakfast. I'm sober. I'm clear-headed. I'm.
You are, and you've
Got
done
some
a
sleep.
lot of work
some
on
sleep.
this. As you read through it, you read through it, and the second line of the poem starts to come to mind. Ask the flowers, chaos bolt, the scales and failure's mind. Where they meet, and where they meet, their souls and feet will bring your questions time. And you think about that over and over and over again. And then you think, your mind starts to flash to a couple of different places. You start to remember something that Nara said about Na having chosen the name Na because failure is a part of learning. You start to think of how Fen has a tattoo with scales on it. You start to think of how you know that the god of the Feywild is known for being chaos, or known as the chaotic one. And you realize that these are referring to gods. Flowers is Lythun, chaos is Radri, the scales is Higrasa, and failure's mind is Na. So you would find a place where the four of them would have worked together in order to find this.
Okay. Uh-huh. Yeah.
You get something?
I don't know.
That's how I felt the entire time while reading this, so it checks.
It's in four corners.
I'm not the religious type, but I'm getting some pantheonic imagery here. Is there some kind of a place where the gods meet, intermingle, hang out?
Can you tell which gods?
I'm just gonna relay what I learned.
Okay. So 4 gods meet at one place.
4 gods walk into a bar.
I don't know what that means, but it's after... Wait.
If y'all want, you can roll me a religion check and see if you do.
Religion?
Yeah, I'll allow either religion or history, and both of you can make it.
May I do a religion?
Sure.
I can has a religion check.
You can has religion check.
I'll
Right after this
try-
cheeseburger.
I'll try a history.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Our powers
Oh.
combined. That's a 12.
Oh.
Edwin, you're like, oh.
Yes. I don't know. I'm not a religious fella.
Yeah, religion
I also
isn't
don't
really-
read, so
Um,
there's no good stories about gods. I just why would I know anything about that?
yeah, in a
Yep.
hyper-religious world, there's definitely no stories about gods.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Yeah.
Heard about
no,
this guy Kal-El once. Seemed overpowered.
I gave up halfway through.
Anyways, but Actinia, you think about it for a minute, and you remember there being stories of different animals that could be used to communicate with the gods when they were on the earth. And sometimes if a mortal knew how to interact with these animals or was particularly devout to a god, they could be taken to somewhere to commune with the gods more fully. And it was something that temples and things like that would actually do in order to help you on your journey, was find pre-departure temples in order to more fully commune with the gods.
I've read about this. I need Beag. I'm gonna run back over to Beag. Beag.
What?
Do you know anything about animals that represent gods?
I know animals that represent animals.
But
Beag?
gods.
Roll me either a religion or a nature check.
I will definitely do nature.
Huh?
I will definitely do religion.
Huh?
Oh my goodness!
Where
I
are your
didn't
god
take-
animals.
I didn't take nature as a proficiency. Why would I not do that?
I mean, how often is it going to come up, you know?
Right, never. I'm on the ocean. It's fine. There's still nature
No
there.
nature, yeah.
Okay. 22.
22. Very nice. So, as you think about it, so you do think back on some of your studies of animals and things like that, and you do remember that there are certain gods who have connections to different animals, some more obvious than others for certain. You distinctly remember that Avonlea, the godin of dreams, has a butterfly motif. Just, it's a fun little thing. It's a lot of people actually tell stories to children of sweet dreams coming on the wings of butterflies, as well as a prosperous future. You remember Hana obviously being connected with cats, particularly lions, golden cats, or those ocelot type cats. You remember Na being connected with crows and ravens because of the mimic feature, and they are considered particularly intelligent birds. You remember Lythun being connected with dragonflies, and Ipe being connected with peacocks in particular. Elenil is actually considered connected with wolves, particularly a white wolf. Melanil is connected with a black cat. That sort of thing.
Okay. I relay all that information to her.
Taco Fun is bears.
Oh, sick. Yeah, they kind of have animals that they're fond of, but I guess that could be representing their god. But they like them. It's not like the animal chooses to represent for them. It's like they're being forced to do it. But yes, I hope that helps.
Oh well.
It does. I think I'm getting close to the. I think I understand now. And she's just gonna walk back out, back to Edwin.
Well, Beag's color me intrigued, and he's gonna follow her.
Well, I'm not even there. I have no idea. That was just me making a joke.
Fair enough. I was gonna say, friend, you feel a flick to the back of your head.
You
don't know
I
why,
bet I would,
but
yeah.
somewhere in the back of your head, you feel a flick.
What the hell did I do?
But she's gonna walk back to Edwin and be like, I think I got it. I think I'm getting closer.
Eat.
Oh, Edwin, I helped her read.
When do I get up on to the deck to meet them?
Roundabout now.
Okay.
I'd allow.
So, guys, interesting news from a friend of mine on shore. I'm gonna hand them the paper bird that I got from Gagan. I'm just gonna share it in the.
I'll read it aloud. It sounds fun.
Yeah. Glad to hear. I hope to see you soon. Careful, boy. Your face is all over town. Who'd you piss off?
Don't
So-
think you properly emphasized the who'd you piss off.
Yeah, no, I didn't. Who'd you piss off?
Did we answer chronologically, alphabetically?
Yeah.
How much time you got? Do you want
Can we go the
abridged
other way?
list?
Who has it?
Would you like the abridged list or the full version?
This birds can only carry so many names.
Yeah.
Well, that's great.
That's all right. I kind of like pulled the top of the wizard's hat out of the bag of holding. Like, oh, we'll figure something out.
Put it on now so we can make sure you don't look like you.
I put it on and I say the magic word.
Delicious.
Try to not hammer your own face. Sorry, I'm sober.
I appreciated it.
It was an axe, thank you very much.
I know he claims it was an accident, but
There you
I
go.
do not. I claim self-defense.
It-
I know. But yeah, so I say the
Preemptive
magic word and
self-defense.
I'm leaning on the staff a little bit, just kind of.
Did it change? How much of it did it change for Fen?
Well, he's got this like beard. If you pay close enough attention, it looks like the beard is one of those beards that like it's the long white Santa beard that you can tie on. But it is covered by his hair. And the brim of the floppy hat, which, you know, flops down around his ears. His clothes are now kind of the brightly, like, purple. He looks like someone who's very cheaply trying to cosplay the book version of Albus Dumbledore, if any of you know what that looks like.
Sound like you were describing me.
Isn't there a staff that comes with it?
It's a magic wand.
Oh, I thought it was a staff.
I think it's a wand. Let me double check because I actually have it pulled up because I have a
I thought it was like if we had
What's-
ordered Gandalf off Wish.
yeah, it's yeah. Floppy gray wizard's hat, or mage's hat. When applied, the hand word is spoken, the wearer gets gray ropes, my bad. I was thinking of Dumbledore. You're right. This is Albus. This is the other.
This is
Long
we have
candle?
Gandalf at home.
Yeah.
This is we have Gandalf at home. This is Gandalf at home.
It basically, yeah, the long gray-white beard, but it looks like it's tied, and it is a staff with a button. And when you press the button, it does the whoosh and glows different colors.
You know, give your best wizard impression.
Fuck you mean give my best wishes impression?
You're
Well,
a
don't change a
wizard.
thing.
What?
He's gotta
That-
sound like a wizard.
Yeah, that's not what wizards sound
I don't know. What does it sound like? I'm not a wizard.
like. They
You-
sound
You
smarty
go, you're
and
like,
self-obsessed.
yeah, I cast fireball. Like that.
Oh, my hit dice is a D6.
I stubbed my toe. I think I'm dying. Yeah.
We hate filing.
We love paperwork, but we hate filing it.
No,
Everything
I've
must
heard
be
that about
meticulously
them.
organized.
I've heard that about them, actually.
I'm not doing it.
I got into adventuring to pay off my student loans.
Also accurate, yeah.
I almost died to a paper cut the other day.
Exactly. See, now you sound like it.
Yeah, just like that, but more wizardy.
I would almost say tone down the self-obsessed just a little bit.
Well, that doesn't sound like any wizard I've ever known.
Oh, I don't think you understand.
I do not.
Sarah's
Wasn't the
just gonna
wizard part
nod
she
and
was
walk
talking
away.
about, Nate.
No, she's right. You need to tone it down a little bit.
Sierra's also just like you get. It's very clear that Sierra's just screwing with you.
Stinny is just like a general note. You need to like cut the shit, tone it back, my guy.
Yeah, no, Sierra's just screwing with you. She's just messing.
No, but I'm serious, Tony.
Oh, what's your cool wizard name?
I don't know. What's my cool wizard name?
I don't
it's
know.
good.
Perfect name.
Fenris Neverbren.
Oh. I think you need some more adjectives.
Fenris the Clean Everbren.
Oh, what about some like Kaleidoscope Jenkins, the Magnificesplendorous?
Thank God, that's a great name. I love that name so much.
I also like to imagine that was Glib just showing up, just being like, got it. Like, that was him just
And then
popping up,
leaves.
just...
Fenrir of the Flame Chains. There we go.
No, I like that one. Kaleidoscope, Jenkins.
I
What was it,
am
Kaleidoscope?
never gonna remember that.
Kaleidoscope Jenkins, the Magniflorous.
Magnus Splendiferous.
There we are.
The
I'm
Magnus
Kaleidoscope
Splendiferous.
Jenkins. There we go.
Kaleidoscope,
Gotta-
Jenkins, the
Jenkins.
Magnus Splendiferous.
Magnus Splendiferous. Alright.
Oh, this isn't gonna work.
No, I don't think.
Are you kidding me? People are gonna hear that name, they're gonna go running for the hills.
Or at me.
People will be running.
Why would
Yeah.
they run at a kaleidoscope? Have you ever looked in one of those things? That's so disorientating. They're gonna run away from you.
And see, that's the best part. You look like a wizard, so if they think you're bad shit, they're not going to want to be anywhere around you, my guy.
I cast fireball.
You will be left alone.
How do I cast Fireball again? There you go.
You're
My
awfully
material
cocky for
components
someone
are-
in fireball range.
A bottle of liquor and
I was going to say, I was like, you got your fireball right here, you fucking...
I do have Molotov.
We got fireballs at home.
But
Right.
Dad, those fireballs just make you yell at us. Shut up!
I think we're good.
Okay.
Can someone roll me a d10 real quick?
Oh, I'm scared.
I got it this time.
I think Kaleidoscope Jenkins got this one.
7. Lucky 7? Maybe?
7's never lucky. It's a trick.
It's always a trick.
Interesting. Okay. You... You continue on the boat. Everything goes fairly smoothly and nothing discernible happens.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm just gonna take the hat off until somebody says that we're nearing port.
You are offered one more quick lunch. of very fancy sandwiches, essentially, before people start getting ready for port. And you can see land coming closer and closer.
Put the hat on. Initiate the costume.
Oh, wait, Actinia's gonna
Say
go
the
find
thing,
Sierra.
Kaleidoscope Jenkins.
Right.
Gonna what?
Go find Sienna. I forgot that I gotta return
Sierra.
tubing. Sierra.
Yeah, she's floating about the crow's nest, but she'll climb down when she sees you looking for her, and she's like, "What's up?"
Hey, I forgot to. I'm gonna go change so I can give you back your clothes. I'm sorry.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, they look really good on you, by the way. You should definitely try that style more often.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna remember this for later.
Definitely.
But she's gonna go and take them off and then bring them back.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm gonna go stash these in the room real quick, and then yeah. See you around. It was good having y'all aboard. Made the boat a little bit more interesting for sure.
Oh, we're an interesting bunch.
Oh, I have no doubt. Yeah. Yeah, she journeys her way off below deck, and
If she's below deck, who's watching the boat? Ah!
Oh no!
all of a sudden you feel a lurch as
I mean, we're like all on deck, so.
No.
Just in time to get attacked.
Shit!
No, you guys actually make it into port perfectly safely a little bit after noon, starting to head to early evening. The streets of this particular port town are rather bustling, and it's a very good-sized town. Shandwen is a place that has a lot of different styles of buildings to it. It seems like it was kind of just put together haphazardly, but there's still a cohesive style and beauty to it in a unique way. You see a lot of tieflings running around, like a lot of tieflings running around. It is very homey and hasn't, but it's kind of like an interesting balance of homey and elegant. There's a very large temple in the center of town, as well as right next to it a justice building. It is warm and welcoming. Most of the things around are handmade, but very skillfully handmade. And there is sort of celestial theme to the city. Everything has a little bit of there's a lot of like star points, things like that.
Who is the primary god here?
Pagrasa.
Oh, good, I'm home.
Yeah, you came home.
Alright, and the temple is in the center of town, right?
Temple of Pagrasa, yeah.
Alright, before we hop off, because I imagine Duane is on the deck somewhere.
Excited to see us go.
Oh, for sure.
He's excited to see.
He's sad to see you go, but at the same time, he's
Yeah.
he's got deliveries to make, stuff like that.
Right. Cotton, what are the local inns and taverns here that we might be able to stay at?
Well, let's see. You got Noble Intentions, obviously. His Bird and Shade, taking up on that, and then of course, Elias.
I'm sorry.
Good man.
What?
Yeah, the tavern keeper, Elias. The Noble Intentions. And then you got the Solar Rest, that's run by Tervis. And then, yep, that's pretty much it. Just the Solar Rest and the Noble Intentions as far as inns go. Taverns, you got Twilight's Cup, you got Comet's Light, and you got Yeah, I think that's it.
I convey that information to the party. Where would you all like to stay?
You know, after such a long time at sea, I feel like getting like, some creature comforts.
Fair enough. I will meet all of you there.
Something on your mind, Fen?
Nope. Nope.
DM,
Yeah.
do I have a contact here of which I could take my kidlings to?
Yeah. I would say you have a contact that's at least nearby in the outskirts of town that you can take your kids to.
Okay. Well, I will kind of like usher all the kids and kind of tell them, all right, let's go follow you so we can get you to somewhere safe where you can grow up nice, big, and strong. And I'll attempt to get them to uniformly follow Mama Beag, like my little ducklings. And I'll tell the party, all right, guys, I need to go make sure they're taken care of. And hopefully one day we'll get to see them when they're all mature. And start walking them to the outskirts of town.
They do the little duckling waddle after you follow them.
You know what? Actually,
It's a mock.
so there's 10 of them, right?
Yes.
If I wasn't, you know what? Never mind. I'm not gonna do that. I will just walk with them
Fantastic.
and constantly looking back, making sure that all of them are there, because I'm like on high alert right now.
They dutifully follow you, and you see people kind of like scooting to the side, just like.
What the? Sweet. Okay.
I'm gonna-
Actually, I'm sorry to cut you off.
Oh no, you're good.
I want to ask one person to follow in the back and escort with me. Does anyone want to come with me to deliver these guys? Just so I have some backup.
I'll come along.
Thank you, Edwin. I appreciate that.
All right.
Hey, steady. And I'll start walking.
I gotta go to the temple. I'm gonna hand Edwin 50 gold.
Alrighty.
Out of the party funds for the room with the noble intentions. I don't know how much it's going to cost here, but
If this isn't enough, then I wouldn't want to stay there anyway.
yeah, we'd be very deep
So-
shit. Yeah,
We'll meet you over there.
yeah.
Right.
Is anybody going to come with me to the temple? Or
I'm coming.
all right. Glib, are you going straight to the inn?
Oh, yeah, I'll go with Edwin. Keep an eye out,
All right. Meet you all back at the inn. And then we'll lead Actinia to Higrassa's temple.
And Big, who did you get to go with you?
It was Edwin.
Yeah. Well,
Edwin and
Glib's
Glib.
coming too, so.
Yeah. Edwin. Okay, Edwin,
Yeah.
Glib, and Beag are going to the thing, and then.
Yeah, before we
you
do
two
that
are-
though, like I'm gonna kind of start walking and then I'm gonna stop and turn. Think for a moment that I probably shouldn't say this too loud. I'm gonna briskly walk over to Fen
Yeah.
and tell him, hey, maybe don't get our cleric thrown in jail again?
Yeah, not the intention, actually.
Was it before?
No. To be fair.
Did Actinia hear any of that?
Don't know. That's entirely up to Actinia.
Were you whispering?
Not whispering, I just didn't want to shout it at the port. So if you're standing right there, then yeah, you'd probably have heard that.
I would also like to not go to jail. Please.
I agree. So,
and then
it's like,
and then I'll just like friendly pat on the shoulder, and then I'll turn and walk and start following the animals.
And then DM, it's Beag, by the way.
Well,
If
because Glib was going to.
oh my
Aha!
Ah.
J'accuse!
Beag. Who am I? No, just kidding. If I could, DM, I just want to have a contingency. Like when I get near where I know the contact is, I want to ritual cast speak with animals so I can fully explain to my children exactly what's going on and why it's good for them and stuff like that.
That's adorable.
I'll miss you, Mom.
Whoa, that was talked.
Christ, you could speak this whole time.
Well, speak with animals.
Oh yeah.
I'll miss you, Mom.
My heart. All right. This Beag doesn't leave him. He's out. He left the party.
Oh,
Trust me, it's the best for you, for all of you, and when you grow up a little bit more, I promise, Mommy will come back to see you. But you have to go and be where you're safe, and people that Mommy saved you from won't be able to get you. Okay?
yeah. Us can do that. We can do that. Ah.
It's gonna be okay. You're the best kids in the world.
I'll be big for you. I'm gonna be the biggest. No, I'm gonna be the biggest. Ah!
Thing one, leave your sister alone.
Okay.
Little do they know the owlbear in the back is going to be the biggest.
The owlbear in the back is just like.
But is currently the smallest right now. That's canon.
yeah. Absolutely.
And we'll just do our trip.
Yeah.
I got them all emotional right now.
Sorry, I'm good at that. But
Trail
yeah,
of tears leading back to the end.
you drop off the animals with a very warm and friendly-looking half-elf with bright red hair and lots of furs, who assures you that she will take very good care of your adorable friends.
And I know this is for sure my contact too, right?
Yes,
Okay,
you are
cool.
very sure that this is your contact.
Then I would also, before I leave them one last time, I will cast Goodberry and make sure that they are all fed before I leave.
Ah!
And they all happily take the good berries, nomming away and being content.
Okay.
How'd you get the furs, Beag?
Oh my God. Don't say that to me. I will murder this half
They're
elf
full
right
first.
here.
I swear, they're full first. I'm just worried about it. They're actually, well, I mean, they're passed down from generation to generation in my family. It's actually kind of a complicated situation.
You
We
know,
were giving them this protection over. It's fine.
I trust
Then
you.
it helps
and
you
then-
connect with some of the animals too, right?
When I change colors, when I change into my different animal forms, they actually change with me and they become part of the animal.
It's funny
That was
because Beag is like he feels offended and then he like looks at Edwin. He's like, dude, and like points at his head. He's donning a wolf cap. Like, and then he says his
Respect
goodbyes. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And we'll start walking. And then as we're walking, Beag's like, as soon as we get there, I'm gonna need a drink. Not
I
even
think
kidding.
we can accommodate that.
And yeah, cool. We successfully saved the kids.
You did it!
I'm so happy.
Yay! Yep, you walk by. You do actually see a liquor store right next to a magic shop. You see Nova's Dust sitting right next to the Scepter. As well as a very strange looking shop called Star Blazers, but it's spelled with two Z's.
Star Blasters.
Basically, yeah. Star Blazers. But yeah, you pass all those and find your way to the...
Who runs that shop?
I don't know. Who runs that shop?
The butler?
Now I have to make a butler. You realize this. You've done this to yourself. But yeah, no, you walk past the shops on the way to Noble Intentions presents Creature Comforts and Sweets. And you are greeted by a human who nods to all of you and says,
Hello? Welcome to my inn. Well, not my inn, but we are helps at this inn. My name is Fitzbert B. Weselton, and I am more than happy to help you. Please feel free to just call me Fitzbert. This is Shade, and Shade is just a floating black hood. How many rooms can I get for you this fine, lovely day, adventurer?
Good question. Because I'm not sure if Fen wanted us to get his room for him, or if that was just for us to get our rooms, or...
5?
Yeah, let's get 5.
5 rooms? Absolutely.
I would
That-
like a very large room. Your largest possible room.
Of course, we can absolutely accommodate that here at this lovely inn. I am going to need... that is going to be 1 gold piece and 5 silver pieces, if you don't mind.
Oh, jeez. I hope we can afford that with the gold.
I do understand it is quite expensive, but our largest room is well equipped and endowed with very large plus bedding and several different sections attached, as it is considered a suite. It's also got a glow-in-the-dark star mural on the ceiling that is the claim of the town and is considered one of the most beautiful rooms this side of the Acegwin.
Well, in that case, pay the man.
Wow, that...
Glib, that sounds exactly like what you want.
Some good regurgitating of training there. Here's 2 gold, keep the change.
Oh, thank you very much, good sir. I very much appreciate this tip, and it will encourage me to assist you further and better your stay. If you need anything, please give me a call, and I will inform Elias that he should expect you.
You're
I don't-
fantastic.
I don't know who that
Thank
is,
you.
but like, we're good.
Oh, Elias is the tavern keeper. That is attached to noble intentions.
I think we were gonna head on over to the tavern. So yeah, let Elias know.
Absolutely, sir.
Y'all trying to get motherfucker killed over here.
I'm just gonna go to my room till I hear from Fen again.
Yeah, same. Excuse me, before I walk away.
Yes.
Is there any alcohol here in the inn?
Yes, in the tavern.
Oh, that's what you said. I'm sorry, I'm a little distraught. I'm gonna go to the tavern.
I completely understand. If you would like me to get some delivered to your room, I can do that.
Could you do that, please?
Sure. Elias doesn't have a lot of people in the tavern right now. He can bring it up post haste.
Thank you so much. What's your name again?
My name is Fitzbert B. Worthington III, but you can just call me Fitzbert.
It's Fitzbert. That's lovely name. Great name.
Thank you.
He's gonna kind of drag his feet, walk up to his room. He's visibly upset.
Well, I guess I'll just go to the tavern alone.
That's fair. I'm so sorry.
Hey,
But
Fen
I'm
just-
sure Elias will love me.
Fen just said he's gonna meet us at the inn, so I'm waiting at the inn for him.
Well, the inn's in the tavern, or the tavern.
Yeah, the tavern's in the inn. It's attached to it.
In fact, the noble intentions that Fen and Glib went to originally, the tavern was also connected to the inn.
All
And
of them
there's
have an attached tavern to the inn.
and there's a
Beag and I-
Kenku there that
Beag
swears funny.
and I got our drinking book club to do, so we
And you're not invited. No, I'm just kidding.
Real quick, we're gonna jump over to Fen and Actinia.
Yes.
Y'all walk through the streets of the town, and in front of you stands a glistening building. But unlike the buildings of the 80s, which looked
glistening because they needed to glisten. They needed to be perfect. This building is just... You know those people that you meet and they just know who they are?
Mm-hmm.
That's this in a building. This is that in a building. Like, this building is it's here. And it knows who it is, and it knows what it's for, and it knows its worth.
I'm just gonna kind of like look up at it. Well,
You do see over the entrance, it tells that it is the tavern and the justice center.
The Temple and Justice Center?
Oh, I heard tavern. I was like, what?
Or, sorry, I probably said tavern. I meant temple.
It's okay. I'm just gonna
Where
kind of
it
nod.
springs.
Okay. Well, you got fucking style, I'll give you that.
That's nice.
Yeah, she's got good, damn good taste. Shall we?
Yep.
And I will lead Actinia in.
You walk through the columns that stand beside the doors as the double doors open, thick and dark, rich wood with silver accents and gold hinges. And on the inside, you see white flooring, wooden flooring, white walls, made of a thick, rich stone. You see accents of black, silver, and gold as they line the halls, and in front of you is a large symbol of Higrasa. It's kind of a strange mix between a church and a courtroom. You see places where people can come and plead their case, but they are on an altar set up where you can light candles, go up, and pray to Higrasa. It's this strange mix of fusion that is solid but comforting. And you do, Fen, feel a warmth.
Welcome home, Fen. Alright, let's find whoever's running this joint.
You lead the way. I don't think I've been to a temple like this before.
To be fair, I think your boss, I think my boss answers to your boss, so. What's that?
I
see.
know that.
Oh.
Yeah. You might outrank me. So we go and we look for the head priest.
Yeah, and you
Or
find
priestess.
the head
Whomever.
priestess, a beautiful, tall, statuesque purple tiefling woman, who is hearing out a few cases, and she allows the person to leave. Standing next to her is a small gnome with strawberry blonde hair, and the tiefling woman looks over at you, and something about her eyes, like, you can tell that this is a woman who worships Higrasa because there's something about her that reminds you of her goddess. Like, there's an embodiment of Higrasa that stands in this woman's eyes, and she looks over at you and says, "Yes, can I help you?"
I take the hat off and I put it back in the bag of holding. She outranks me.
I outrank a lot of people.
Doesn't mean she can't put you in jail.
She most certainly could. I'm
can
here to make sure
absolutely.
that you don't.
If I am not mistaken, she is out on bail while you are wanted.
That would be correct. And I hold up my holy symbol that I made. And
Good
I
method.
also, and I show the tattoo. Our lady has a fun sense of humor, yeah?
She has a soft spot for charity cases.
That is very true.
Emotional damage.
Yes.
The fact that you were just matter-of-factly told that you were a charity case.
Yep.
Yeah.
No. They arrested her for something I did on her orders. And I was questioning that wizard when he jumped for his desk. And what I need is someone to represent me and make sure that she doesn't get arrested for my crimes or something that I'm accused of. And I actually point at the axe on the back of my belt, and I just with one finger kind of pull it, and I will set it in front of her. That's the matching axe, and she couldn't have thrown it.
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying I'm about twice as strong as you. And Gagan made me these axes, and quite frankly, I couldn't lift them for about 2 years.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Oh, I suck at these.
I am well aware.
17!
Interesting. Very interesting. I believe that you believe you are telling the truth. I believe that these are the events as you understand them, but I also understand that truth and fact and our comprehension of those two things are not always the same.
That would be true. The primary
Justice.
fact is she didn't attack anyone.
The tiefling woman looks to the gnome. Is it a gnome? You'd think that I'd remember. I literally just said it.
Believe you said gnome. Strawberry-haired gnome.
Yes. Yeah. Looks to the gnome next to her and nods. And the small gnome just kind of. Hi.
Apologies.
I'm
Oath
so
of
sorry.
vengeance.
Oh, I completely understand. Trust me, it's that actually sounds like a really interesting story. But my lovely Miss Asimar woman, my name is Lyra, and Chia here.
I'm sorry, what's her name?
Chia?
Shia?
Chaia. Chia.
Here.
Chia is asking me very politely if I would please roll test your heart sight. So if you're okay with that, I would very much like to do that. It won't hurt, won't cause any harm or damage, but are you willing and able to let me see your heart sight?
Yes.
Fantastic. Would you do me a favor?
Okay.
You are very tall. Can you kneel?
Okay. Cindy's gonna kneel down.
I appreciate that very much. Thank you. And she's going to reach her tiny little hand forward, and it's going to rest right here in the center of your chest on your sternum. And she closes her eyes and clutches a holy symbol on her own chest, and her hair starts to fly up, and you feel a tickling sensation. You have the opportunity here to roll me a... Ooh, let me check. You can roll a charisma saving throw here if you would like to try to hide something, or you can voluntarily fail, which will allow her to see what she's looking for.
I think she'll voluntarily fail.
Fantastic. Now here's a very important question.
Okay.
With everything that happened in that room, does Actinia feel any guilt? Does Actinia feel that she is guilty of something?
No.
Fantastic. Then you feel a sort of warmth fill you as this connection is made, and you feel almost uncomfortably seen and perceived for a minute. And then it kind of shrinks in, and she pulls her hand back and says, "Thank you so much. I apologize. You are now perfectly able to stand." And then Lyra turns to Chia, hold out her hand. The two touch hands for a moment, and they're both silent before Chia looks up at you, Fen, and then looks to Actinia and says, "My judgment on you has been passed, and it will hold. I will vouch for your lack of guilt. You have been found not guilty in the eyes of this court of a crime. Now, I believe, Master Paladin, you have a slightly more difficult case, in my opinion."
That would be accurate.
I cannot guarantee that I will stand at your trial. However, I will investigate this case to the fullest extent. If you have evidence to me to either contrary or detriment, I request you give it now, as Our Lady would prefer honesty in all situations, as justice must be served.
Well, it's a little complicated. The evidence that I have, Wizard knows I have it. And he can cast whatever those... I'm not a big magic guy. But we've been keeping it in a bag of holding so we can't find it and take it back. May I show you?
I would suggest it, yes. I assure you that whatever he does or does not think he can do, he will not be able to do on this ground.
I will pull the two journals out. I will set both of them down because I have both of the ones that Nara and Edwin nicked for us. And I will show her what we were able to find in it regarding the collectorate, regarding the mention, what we could find of the mentioning of both Nara and Silas. The three columns, I will explain that I'm not a magic guy, couldn't make heads or tails of the columns.
When you show her the columns,
Mm-hmm.
she reaches out a hand and touches the paper,
Mm-hmm.
and then nods, and pulls her hand back.
I will explain the original relationship that I had with Silas and how he's supposed to be the next Oracle of Zades and how he's currently hiding in Shandwen. And if she asks where, I'll be like, haven't talked to him in well over a month. I explain, I don't know where Nara went, but that Edwin should be in communication with her. Because that was the last I heard. And then I will just I'm just laying it all out. And you are welcome to do whatever mind-looky thingies or whatever. I believe there's one called Zone of Truth if you want. I don't care. I got nothing to hide.
Truth. Rather useful, certainly. However, not what I would call necessary at this particular moment. Would you mind terribly if I kept these as evidence? I will return them to you when I have completed my investigation.
I don't mind at all, no. If I was going to trust them with anyone, it would be you.
I appreciate that. She turns around and writes something down and then hands the paper to you.
Mm-hmm.
Keep this. Pull it
Mm.
out only in emergencies. When you return it to me, you will retrieve your items. If someone calls to bring you in, show it to them. I will inform them that I have you discovered and on bail for the purposes of my personal investigation. You
Yes,
are
ma'am.
innocent until proven guilty. And that is my job.
Just so that you are aware, our cleric friend here for Eleniel has been instructed to go to the Everdawn, and I have agreed to escort her along with our party. We believe it should be close by, actually. Relatively, anyway. It's a big world,
Interesting.
but it is out of the lantern light.
Yes, well, one would assume. Goodness gracious. And you just hear like a gasp next to her. And Lyra, the gnome, just kind of mutters, Dershwin was right.
Oh, don't get me started on the Cult of Ruin looking for it. They got close. Most of the notes that we've got were blood mains.
Roll me a persuasion check.
This one's gonna be bad. Oh no, it's
That was
not.
almost
19.
a 5.
Holy shit. That scared me.
Told you.
That's actually pretty good.
For a guy with a 1 in persuasion, that's damn good.
Yeah.
Lyra looks very confused. She looks at you and goes, stone-faced. And then looks back down at the books. And nods. You may find that there is a man in town. He is unique. Obsession rides high in his eyes. He speaks
that's
often of the Everdawn.
What, like he's been there?
I do not listen to this man. I do not know if his information is correct or faulty. But I will tell you he speaks of it often. What you do with that information is yours.
Shit. He's in danger then.
Many are in danger.
Yeah, well, I don't know what my old man would do to him. I'm sorry. I'm not aware. I'm new. I'm not aware of formal titles here. But ma'am, you need to understand. These people were going to attack here for your lantern. They already attacked Port Cove. We managed to kill Bloodmane before he came here. And they are not, well, if you see a man that looks like me, just a little bit older and a little bit more purple, I've been advising people to kill him on sight.
I appreciate the warning and will take it into consideration.
Fair enough. Alright, is there a hero's hole nearby? Speaking of, Bloodmane was actually a job we had.
Yes, of course. Lita would be able to help you. It is next to the town hall.
Which direction would that be?
3 buildings to the left.
Thank you. Are you going to call me by paperbird or by message?
You won't.
I will come as soon as you give the call.
I appreciate that, and will hold you to it. Well, I will not hold you to anything.
Yeah, you look eerily like her.
My lady and I have spent many an hour together.
Yeah, she put this on me, and that was the last time I saw her. But I'm happy to make these for anybody if anybody wants them.
I will see some of the novices and see if they have interest. It is very impressive handiwork.
Yeah, this one was a little more difficult than my usual stuff.
I would assume.
Yes. Thank you. Where would one find, if somebody was coming into town, what would be the best way to get them a message without wasting the rest of my paper beds?
Define
Paperbird.
coming into town.
The man
Why
that
do you
taught me
look-
how to blacksmith said that he might be headed this way.
Well, if you're looking for a blacksmith, I would try at... I would try at Second Skin. Zoma and Gagan tend to be very,
Gagan's the man I'm looking for.
Oh,
Last question, promise. Is there a room here I could stay in for the night?
would you like to stay in a jail cell?
I'm gonna pull out like a copper coin and I'm gonna flip it. No, I'm fine. Thank you very much. Gagan's is which way?
It is, 5 streets to the left, and, it will be hard to miss. It is, rather
Always
impressive.
was. Yeah. He's got a flair, doesn't he?
Indeed. I assure you that, he is quite in his element with Zoma.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
I will come calling when I will come running when you call. Actinia, if you like. And I'm going to go straight past Heroes Hall to the blacksmith shop.
Fantastic. But I think that is a very good place for us to stop for the night. When we come back, we will see Fen off to meet Gagan and Zoma. And we will see Glib meeting Elias.
Dun dun dun!
But for now, everyone, have a wonderful week. We will see you very soon, and we look forward to it. Bye!
Bye!
Have a good night.
And that brings us to the end of our show, everybody. Thank you all so much for joining us. We absolutely appreciate it. Check out down below to get all of the links for our social media. And don't forget, tomorrow we have metagaming. We will see all of you very soon. Bye, everyone.